Second by Under, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that we do lives here at Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central. So just make sure you put that on your calendar. And other things, if you go to secondreadsbyandre.com, you can book a personal reading with me. All the information's there. Just give me an email and we'll work out the details from there. Okay, let's get started. This is everything you need to know about May, the next month coming up. So let's have a look at that as we're waiting for the people to come in. I'm flying solo today. The wife is sleeping, so we got to be a little bit more quiet than normal. Okay. Yes. And we got Domino on deck here. So let's pop up the first thing here. Okay, everything you need to know about May. Now we're having a bit of a rainstorm here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So we're finally getting those April showers that we've been waiting for instead of the April snow. So let's hopefully we don't get a flood this year. Okay, so April looks to be, May looks to be a little bit shaky. The health of everything is neither here nor there with the health aspects. It's not the right mixture of things going on around the world, okay, in this next month coming up. There is a lot of help from other organizations behind the scenes to help us politically. That's really shown with our little friendship card, meaning that there are people working behind the scenes to correct many of the things that our governments have been doing. Okay, basically the white hats. And we actually have the card for the white hats in the financial aspect of the next month. Okay, taking out a lot of the black hat activity going on. They're going to have a little bit of a pullback. Okay, we're actually noticing this in the news cycle, that a lot of the things that they're trying to implement are kind of been falling flat on their face, which is actually really good, especially here in Canada. I know our Trudeau is trying to do all kinds of things and they keep falling flat. And the relationship that he has with the NDP, that's kind of a middle of the road. They're neither liberal nor conservative kind of thing. Is kind of going sour, as I had predicted not that long ago. Mr. Joe Biden is being realized on what actually he is, and his dementia is getting worse and worse as we go along. Hello, everybody in the chat. So I got to go back and forth now between the chat and the captions, which is okay. What are the things that we have coming up for May? The financial part is going to be even showing more of its collapse. And it's going to be even more, the most noticeable coming up very, very soon, even for the person that doesn't pay attention at all to financial news out there. It's going to be blatantly obvious to most of the regular folks out there that there's problems around the world with our finances. And this is why I'm always promoting Bitcoin or Ethereum and that sort of thing going forward. Okay. We're going to have troubles this growing season for our farmers because they can't get those Russian fertilizers to help us out with growth of crops. So that price is going to go quite high for the next growing season. So we're going to see a huge shift in the after the next growing season when food goes to market of those prices, and we're going to see unemployment uh, once the end of growing season, uh, October, around in there. So it's really going to be noticeable at that time. Okay, so right now is just the beginning of all that situation, as people are behind the scenes, our white hat friends and us. Okay, we got to do our part too, to make the politicians and the people in power realize they can't get away with a lot of things that they're trying to implement around the world. Okay, in Ottawa, there's the rolling thunder. If you've noticed on our news here, the little snippets that they show on our news that they allow, that there's a whole motorcycle gang coming to Ottawa. It's probably going to be in the thousands of bikers trying to get rid of the digital IDs and the other IDs for the cookies. Okay, so that's going on. Yeah, Russell was saying China lockdowns. When will they end? Probably not ever. It's that for us in the West. Okay, that's just another fear tactic that our news media is using to show that the pandemic is not over and blah 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 and all that other stuff. And I can't get too much into that for because this is being broadcast on YouTube, so we gotta be careful what we say here. I'd have to make that into a Rumble exclusive. So the money is going to be for the next month, going forward, and we're going to take our lumps. Okay, so the people involved with government, the people themselves, they're going to be holding back a lot of the purchasing for the next month or so, or for the next year at least, because things are becoming more and more expensive. So they get all that discretionary spending that we normally do is going to be cut down quite a bit, and thus creating loss of jobs elsewhere. Those markets that would supply us with those things, we're going to start to see unemployment go up. Okay. And of course, they just announced in the United States that the GDP for the United States is in negative numbers. Very interesting. So it's very telling why we should be getting into Bitcoin. Okay. Not just as a speculative thing, but as a necessity. And I've been saying this for many years now, that we should be getting into Bitcoin, not just for the money making possibilities of Bitcoin, but to preserve your wealth. Okay. It's not going to be some fancy thing that you can get into. It's going to start to become a necessity. So the sooner you get involved with Bitcoin, if you're not into Bitcoin or any of the other cryptocurrencies, now would be the time to start looking into that. Okay. And of course, emotionally, people are just done with it. Okay. Here in Canada, a lot of people they don't even care anymore. A lot of people are just still scared. They're still wearing their thing over their face, because they're programmed to fear this thing that's not that dangerous. Okay, so that's going to continue. I'm seeing less and less people at work wearing masks, but the majority of people are still wearing the thing. And they all freak out when I walk on the work floor. Oh, he's not wearing a mask. Oh boy, it's going to take a long time for the majority of people to unprogram themselves from the baloney that they've been fed for the last 2 years. So May is going to be a pain in the ass. It's the nicest way of putting it. But there are strides to uh, get a leg up. There's people behind the scenes helping us out, the white hats. Um, and a lot of the things that we believed in are starting to crumble, like institutions like government and business and all that sort of thing are starting to crumble a little bit. So they're going to have to make that decision. Are they wanting to carry on with the narrative, or do they want to make money? And I think a lot of them are going to start to make the decision to make that money. Okay. So when will the Trudeau sushi girl? When will the Trudeau government crash? Probably in the next election. I'm thinking. There's unfortunately too many people that still believe in the narrative, and they'll probably re-elect Trudeau. Okay, even with all the things that he's done to the people, the majority of people still think he's doing the right thing. Okay, so it may take another 2 cycles until that's gotten rid of, unfortunately. So, oh, that's May. All kinds of fun going on there. So let's have a look at the next thing before we break down and cry. Okay, somebody had asked about RCN. Will it get to $1? We'll do a couple the ones that people had asked pre-show, and then we'll get into the chat as we're waiting for more and more people to get on. Okay, RCN, $1. Of course, this will be, we'll do it for the next year. Okay. And the cards are looking pretty good for RCN to be $1. They got the right mixture. We got the temperance card. Okay. So that's the right mix, the right things going on behind the scenes for that to occur. It won't be in the next 3 months. It's going to be in the next year or so for that to happen. So yes, it will happen. Okay. And we got our lady in the garden of money. Okay. Meaning it'll be growing and flourishing and all that sort of thing. And the emotions behind it are there. We got the Knight of Cups, which is emotion. With the cups, water, okay, movement. But they're not quite into charging mode. You see the horse is just about to take off, okay, in that time period. So all the cards are saying that, yes, it will get to that $1 mark. It'll take some time. It'll probably take that full year cycle from today. Okay. Interesting question. And the next question somebody was asking about is Elon or Vitalik involved in Shiba Inu? I know Vitalik, he enjoys Shiba Inu. I'm not sure about Elon Musk. I think he's kind of involved, but let's have a look at Elon first, and then we'll get into Vitalik on the amount they are involved. So let's do Elon first. Okay. Is Elon gonna be involved? I think he's gonna have his hands full with his Twitter thing and all the other things that he's involved in right now. And he's not really gonna be personally involving himself in Shiba Inu for the next little while. He may include it on Twitter later on. I don't think it's going to be this year. There's a lot of things that he has to do with Twitter before that starts to happen. Same with Doge. Somebody last show was asking if Elon was going to include Dogecoin in the and Shiba Inu into the Twitter thing. I don't think that's going to be for the foreseeable future. Maybe a year or so from now that he may be including those things. I think there's a lot of things that he has to clean up before he even considers doing that. There's a lot of things hidden. Okay, we got the moon card. So that's a card where the deep, dark things are going to be coming out of the waters. Okay, you got the little lobster that are coming out. So all the hidden things are going to be coming out about that situation. I don't think he means any ill to Shiba Inu. I don't think he's all that interested in really implementing that into Twitter or any of the other project that he's involved in at this moment in time. Okay, let's have a look at Vitalik on his involvement with Shiba Inu. So this is for Vitalik on how much he's going to get it invested into Shiba Inu. And it seems the cards are, yes, he's going to be helping them out since they're at the moment, I believe they're still part of the Ethereum blockchain at the moment. And the cost is going to start to come down just doing many of the tasks on Shiba Inu platform. And it goes through the blockchain of Ethereum. It's going to be a lot of little victories that he's going to be helping them with. Okay. And it's going to be the right mixture of time, people, resources, and that sort of thing for him to help that Shiba Inu in the near future. Okay. And we got the King of Wands, which is he's going to be overseeing a part of the project in the near future, but more at a distance. Okay, he's not going to be directly involved, but he's going to be lending his support to the Shiba Inu platform going forward. So he has the people to do that. So he probably would throw some people over there from his own team to help them out going forward. So he's going to get partially involved in the Shiba Inu, meaning he's going to manage it from a distance and just lend them money, resources, and people to bring it forward. Okay. Hopefully that answers that question. Let's go back to the chat, see what people are talking about. Oh, lots of good questions coming up. Good. Now back to the captions. I got to switch between screens here. Which is all right. My new computer is, me and the wife purchased a new computer from Apple. And now we got to wait till June 25th for it to be delivered. I guess they don't have enough manpower to get that thing cranked out and out the door in a timely manner. So we have to figure out what to do from here on. Do we wait or do we just scrap that idea and get a color we don't want? The only color they have in the store is pink for the brand of computer that we want at the Apple store. Pink is not so bad. And that's the only color that they have. So, we'll see what happens there. Okay, let's have a look at BitTorrent. Somebody was asking about that for the next 3 months. Yeah, the wife doesn't even like the color for the pink. Maybe if it was a different shade of pink, it'd be better. But anyways, getting on the BitTorrent, let's have a look at them for the next 3 months. It seems the health of it is going to be quite shaky for the next little while because everything else going on the planet. Okay. Which is normal for just about everything going on on the planet as we go through this interesting time. Okay. So that's happening with BitTorrent. So shaky. They're not having those victories that they were hoping for going forward to bring it to the next level. They're having some hurdles that they're going to have to get through. The money is going to be okay. I think it's going to be following that Bitcoin all around like a magnet, which is normal. Okay. It's not going to have this breakout, what they call the altcoin season, not quite for some time. But Bitcoin has been holding steady, like I've been saying. It's basically trading sideways. It fell down to 49,000. This is Canadian, 49,000 the other day. Went back up to 51,000, then dropped out. So it's doing this. All kind of fun of that roller coaster ride that we've all known was going to happen. Now, the other things that are showing up for BitTorrent is that there's some schemes going on behind the scenes. The people are doing their thing. They're trying to figure out a way of getting it past where it is now. So they're really working hard to get it to the next level. And they're going to be preoccupied with getting it to that situation for themselves in the near future. They're going to be surviving. They're going to be thriving in the future. But it's just at the moment, everything is kind of blah. Okay. For the cryptocurrency market, there's no huge ups or no huge downs for any particular crypto. There's a few that may break out a little bit from the Bitcoin price, but very few. Okay. And I think we've already mentioned those coins here on the show. So that was BitTorrent for the next 3 months. Okay. So let's get back to the captions. We got a few more to get through. And this is more of the Canadian interest rates. When will they go up? They have to put them up, okay, because the World Bank is going to be calling in those chits. Okay, you spent all this money. Now it's time to pay the piper. Okay. And in a way to do that, they have to raise Canadian interest rates, as will the American, which they're shortly in small little bits doing on the American side. But Canadians have been holding back on this, which I think is going to be blowing up in their face very soon if they don't do something. And this could be the thing that wakes most of the public up to how bad the Trudeau government really is. When people's wallets are hurt, that's when people actually wake up and start to make proper decisions. Okay. Money talks, and you know the rest of that phrase. So let's just Canadian interest rates going up. Yeah, they're going to be going up in the next 3 months' time, or by the end of the year. We got the very good card. Now, with the interest rates going up, meaning everything is going to become more and more expensive. Okay, so we're going to see a little bit more unemployment, unfortunately. But it's basically, do you want to rip the Band-Aid off slow, or do you want to rip it off quickly? I think it would be more humane to rip it off and just deal with the after effects of everything going forward. Okay. Which is instead of pulling that band-aid off slow, okay, which will be doing more and more damage as we go along. And we had that Three of Swords, but it's reversed. So everything that they're holding back on, remember this, it's you, your gold, and something's coming between that situation. Okay, we got that reverse. So all the things that were holding back the interest rates from going up are going to be gone. Okay, so yes, they're going to be going up in the next year or so because they have to, or the whole Canadian economy is going to crumble. Okay, so that's fun going forward. Of course, we can't get too much into the politics of everything. And that was the last one we had to talk about from the pre-show stuff. Now let's get into the chat as I'm playing around with my mouse here. Get to the chat. Okay, first one is from Dilly Dilly. Hello, Dilly Dilly. Good morning. Will DSLA Protocol crypto reach $2 in the next 12 months? Don't know too much about this one, but let's have a look at it. So it's no so far in that time period. Yeah, a lot of things that need to have happened for that to happen. The $2 mark for the SLA protocol there's a lot too many things in the way for that to happen in that time frame. They will get to that price mark, just won't be this 12-month cycle. Okay. Of course, we got that Three of Swords happening. Okay. We all know that's you, your goal, and something coming between those things, stopping it from doing what you want it to do. We got also, this is the money line. Okay. So we got the 10. Okay. Of Swords. He's having a good time, right? So it's the end of a cycle. So this, where the price is for DSLA, is coming to an end. It just won't be in that 12-month period. All the gains and everything that it was showing are going to be in decline for the next little while because of all these hurdles that they have to overcome. That's the Three of Swords. So in past that time period, then it'll get to that $2 mark. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question, Dilly Dilly. Okay, let's get to the next thing. Sushi Girl says, hello, hello. And he likes it. Okay. And somebody speaking Spanish. Okay. Sushi Girl again. Can you ask the cards if Exodus wallet will be part of our future? I'd have to say yes, because that's one of the wallets that me and the wife use. But let's just have a look at those cards. And of course, the Exodus wallet, okay, can pair up with your Trezor wallet. So you can look at what you have on your Trezor wallet. I'd go to secondreadingsbyandre.com, and there's a link there. You can get your own Trezor. You can see, okay, what you have in your Trezor wallet, but you can't access it. You'd actually have to get on the computer and access your Trezor wallet from the computer and your little dongle. But with the Exodus wallet, you can see what's happening on your Trezor wallet and you can pair them up. Okay. And you can actually put the money from your Exodus wallet onto your Trezor right from the Exodus wallet um, display. Okay. Just an interesting thing to think about. Okay. Going forward. Okay. Will Trezor be part of our future? Yes, it will be. We got the world card. The world is your oyster. Okay. It's going to be one of the great wallets that's going to be around for quite some time. They're getting away from a lot of the nasty things that are part of the industry. We got the devil card upside down. And we got the moon. Okay. So the moon is all the things that were hidden are coming to the light, okay, and moving around in darkness. So all the nasty things that were behind the scenes with the Exodus wallet are going to be exposed and gotten rid of in the next little while. Also, with that, a lot of the other wallets, I'm not saying they're bad. It's just I think Exodus wallet will be one of the top wallets moving forward. Okay. So there's that. Thank you, Sushi Grill, for that question. Okay. Dilly Dilly has another question. Will ATC crypto reach $1 in the next 12 months? Okay. Okay. For some reason, it is going to be reaching that price, but only for a short time. Okay. We got the devil card and it's right side up. So a lot of the negative things going on behind the scenes with ATC coin are going to be surfacing. Okay. But along with that, they're going to be eliminating a lot of the things, and the deeper pockets are going to be coming in. They're not going to be holding back on the money being put into it. So there's going to be a period of time when people are going to be pouring money into it. Okay. So thus raising the price. In the long run, okay, we got our lovely lady in the garden. Okay. With the money, that's pentacles. So it's going to be a windfall for people for a short term in that 12-month period. I don't think it's going to stay there for very long. Okay, so it's yes, but not for long. Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Dilly Dilly. Okay, moving on. Can you do a 3-card reading on my finance? Thank you. It seems that you're at the end of, thought you were at an end of cycle, but you're rethinking your way into greater benefits from what you already have, or it will be happening very soon. We had our 10 card, which was at the end of cycle, but it's reversed. Okay. It's our friend with all the swords having in his back, having a good time at the beach. So the pain part of your finances is going to be ending very, very soon. And you're going to be coming more into money with the decisions that you make. I do see there's going to be about a little bit of a down curve on your finances, but it's like what we say here. is you got it, you sit on it, and you move on. If you focus too much on what you all the time, it's going to drive you nuts. Okay, it's like new Bitcoiners looking at their wallet every 5 seconds. You slowly grow out of that over time. I look at it like once a day, maybe, if I remember. So we're going to have to get into that habit of not worrying so much about our finances. I think you got everything just fine in your financial situation. It's just patience and sitting on it. Okay. And just go about your day. Don't worry too much about your finances. Just make those great decisions. Get that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, those sort of things. Get them in your portfolio. And there's some stocks that are pretty good still. That is going to come to an end. Okay, that big. It may take time. Okay, but if you just sit on it, wait, unless you need the money right away, I would just sit on it. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. You're good. Okay, let's look at the next thing here. If it'll come up. Now we got the China lockdowns, which I think is a bunch of hogwash. Okay. Yeah, they'll end when it no longer meets the needs of the West. Okay? And I'll leave it at that. Unless you want to see a Rumble video on it. Hi, Andre from Russia with love. Hello. From Canada. Okay. Nothing going right for me now. Well, maybe better. Well, there's always challenges, okay? And challenges make us think differently about everything around us and prompts us to move in different directions, okay? Where we have to overcome these challenges that you're having, okay? The secret to changing these things is movement, is action. Everybody forgets that universal law. There's universal laws. We all know the universal law of attraction, okay? But there's 7 other main ones that people don't really mention all that often. And that's the law of action, okay? Everything that you're going through is an indicator that you should be moving in a certain direction, okay? Don't stay idle, okay? Don't act crazy on these situations. Get the information from what was going on. Make a good decision, okay, with guidance from other people. And I will throw some cards down and then take action from those. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards here. Oh, we got the Sun card. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Sun card. Happy, joy, and moving forward. This is only going to happen when you stop, because I think it's the concern is a finance thing. Okay, and we got the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are about finances and wealth, that sort of thing. Doesn't have to be crypto or money. It can be possessions as well. It's reverse. So if it's money is the problem, you're going to be coming through that and think differently of it and make the changes that you need to make. Okay. And now we got the Queen of Cups, which is somebody who's observing everything around them. Okay. So you're going to be going through this period in the next month. looking at everything that you have and making better decisions, or better decisions with the situation that you're in. I'm just picking up that you need to take action on many of the things that are plaguing you at the moment. Okay? So you'll be fine. Okay? We all have to go through this um, situations, because we're people and things happen. They're all learning situations for ourselves. Okay? And don't forget the law of action. Okay? It goes along with that long law of attraction. Okay? They pair together. People forget that. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. We already did the Trudeau government. It will crash, but not when we think it is, or we'd like it to crash. Hi, Andre. Hi, Andre. Will I get our house sold in the next 2 months? Thank you. Yeah, you got to beat the housing crash, right? That's coming up too. That's going to cause a whole lot of trouble. Okay. The answer is unfortunately no. You're looking at the negative parts of what's going on and not looking at the positive things around you on this subject. And you're dwelling too much on that, and you're not looking at the opportunities that are around you. Okay, where you can get the job done. Okay, I think you're looking in the wrong direction on this one. Okay, there. I think in the next little while, somebody's going to be putting up their hand, and you're going to be missing it. Okay, plus the law of attraction. Okay, that comes into play. Also, the law of action. So you may not be putting your efforts into the thing that will get you your success on this one. So maybe re-look at everything that you have around you. Take a deep breath and look at all the things that you have to work with, because universe always throws things at us to complete a task. Okay. So take that deep breath, meditate, reevaluate all the tools that the universe is giving you, and then take action on that side. I think something's going to pop up when you relax, take a deep breath, and look at everything that you have at your disposal to get the job done. Okay? So, yes, if you take action and reevaluate everything that's around you. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Okay. GST token in the next 2 months. Thank you. Okay, GST. I don't like the name. Because GST in Canada, I don't know about the other parts of the world. It's goods and services tax. They need a better name, but okay. So goods and services or token. Sorry. There's a lot of confusion. Wow, tons and tons of confusion. It doesn't have the right mix of people involved in it to make it go forward. They're working on things. They're showing off what they've done, but nobody's really looking. Okay. They got the right amount of people and the right people involved. They are just talking to the wrong people. We got the cup of the Ace of Cups, okay, which means a yes in the people wise. But with the price, it's a no. So, they got the right people. They're just showing the thing to the wrong people, getting the wrong people excited about the thing. um, so in the next 2 months, I think it's going to be lackluster, and they're going to be doing all the work but not getting anywhere because they're on that hamster wheel. Will they get past that? Yes, they will. They just got to make that decision in the next 3 months, not two, but three, to move it forward. Where they're going to be exciting the right people to get into the project itself. Okay, the health is fine. There's a lot of meh going on within the token itself. Maybe they'll make a decision to change that name. Um, so overall, I think it's okay. Nothing horrible about the coin. It's just they're doing a whole lot of work to the wrong people. Okay, with result, the wrong result. Okay, but overall, it's going to be one that you're going to have to be really patient with. I know we all don't have that patience anymore, but we're going to have to learn that and just sit on it for the foreseeable future. Okay, it will come up. Okay, UK. Hey, that rhymed. Is the UK going to have a food shortage? I think after the next growing season, we're going to see troubles around the planet with food shortages because of the price. Okay. Russian fertilizers having trouble getting to the farmers, putting the price of every crop up. Okay. That's not just plantable stuff, it's also livestock because the livestock gets fed by the plantables, right? Your corn, your wheat, all that sort of thing that you feed the animals. So that price is going to be given to the customer. So price of things in the next growing season or after the next growing season are going to go up quite significantly. And this is when we're going to have our big crumbling to the ground for the next little while. 7 years. If you can sit on it for 7 years, hopefully we can all eat in that amount of time. We will. Not to worry. I think everything is being put into place that we don't starve. We may not have all the fancy things that we're accustomed to, but we won't starve. There will be some food out there to eat. Okay, it's not going to be gourmet. It might have to be what I grew up poor, so my mom would make what I call junkyard stew. Would be everything, all the leftovers and all the things that she collected from her shopping into one stew, and you get some interesting combinations with that. Um, it was edible. It wasn't the most palatable stuff, but it was edible. So I think we're getting into that time um, where we're going to have to stop being so choosy about the things that we eat for the next little while until we're over this hurdle. So, food shortages, yes, but not to the point of starvation. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. You might have to eat macaroni every day or something for the next little while, or ramen noodles. How many different ways can you do ramen noodles? As that asks, the Central Bank of Canada is work CBDC. Okay. When do you see government approving it for public use? This question always keeps coming up. They're working on it, but the rollout is going to be They just don't know how to market it and how to get people into it. Okay. when we have the great, it'll be after the harvest season. Okay, that we were just talking about when everything's gonna go me. Then they will start to try to implement this, but the thing is going to fall flat on its face. People are not going to be really concerned with CBDCs because it's still the same old fiat, which is going to be pretty much worthless by that time. And people are going to be focused on true money. The majority of people are going to be using CBDCs because they still haven't got their head out of their you know what. But we know Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, that sort of thing will be usable gold and silver. And if you're lucky, some real estate will be the way forward. So there's going to be a short period of time where we're going to be using CBDCs in the future. But it's going to be lackluster. Okay. It won't have any real value. And this whole thing's with digital IDs, they'll come out, but there's other groups that are going to be getting rid of that sort of thing as a necessity. Okay. So don't worry, we'll be fine. Interesting question. When Bitcoin hits 100,000, will Digibyte go over $1? Okay. So with this one, you don't really need a time indicator. It's just when Bitcoin hits this, will Digibyte do that? Okay. If this, and then that. Okay. For those who know a little bit of computerese. It is, yes. We're finally get. I love Digibyte. I got lots of Digibyte myself. And then we got the 10 card, meaning the end of a cycle. We got some Two of Cups action happening, meaning partnerships, friendships. The combination of things is just perfect. And we got the King of Cups. Okay. Okay. So it's an emotional thing. King of Cups is emotions. Moving forward with right thinking, right heart, into new partnerships. I think it's going to be paired up with Bitcoin in some way in the future where they're going to be working together, okay, in the next little while. Where Digibyte may be one of the ones that we use on a daily basis. Okay, it just came through. Boop. At that time, it'd be one of the many cryptocurrencies that we use day to day until they fix all the lightning things going on behind the scenes. Okay, so yes to that question. Yeah, what is the maximum price you see for Tezos and Chainlink in 12 months? Okay. 12 months. I think it's going to be still on the low end because everybody's attention is going to be on Bitcoin, okay, Litecoin, Ethereum, that sort of thing. But we'll raise the price of those tokens. Yeah, I see it. Not the greatest price in that period of time for Tezos. It will go up with the price of Bitcoin. Okay, like that magnet thing. Exact number I don't know, unfortunately. Maybe 3 to 4% from where it is right now. Okay. Chainlink. it's going to have a lot more victories than Tezos going forward. It's going to be going a little above the price of, percentage wise, not the actual price of it, with Bitcoin. Okay. Because it's going to be an integrated part of the new system. Okay. We have to stop thinking as cryptocurrencies as speculative things and change your thinking around to being the money. So, um, yeah, the price is going to go up a little bit from where it is right now, like 4 or 5% from where it is today. Okay, in that time period. Okay, how much time we got left? 5 minutes. Oh, we got a thank you for the super chat, Cassidy. $10 Canadian. Hey, hey. Just looking to see if there's any 3-card readings before we move on. Here's an interesting question from Sushi Girl. Is Elon a white hat? Partially, he knows them, but I don't think he's working directly with them. But a lot of his thinking and their thinking are the same. Okay, let's just throw some cards down, see what they tell us. You have to remember Elon is a businessman. Okay, he does what he needs to do to make that money. And I think, yes, he is. But with that, he acts like the fool. Okay, to bring great change, and he loves doing what he's doing right now, especially with the Twitter thing, because it annoys the black hats, and we're all seeing who they are right now. Most of our politicians are black hats, so yeah, he is. He's lightly aligned with them, and he's pretending to be the fool to bring great change, and it's annoying the other black hats tremendously, which is, I would just watch that and I laugh my ass off when he's doing things like that. But first and foremost, he's a businessman, so he's going to make decisions on how to bring that, right now, Twitter, to the next level. He's very, very smart. Okay. Yeah. So yes, he is. Any 3-card readings before we go? We're almost done. Oh, no 3-card reading that I can see. Oh, we do have a 3-card rating. Okay. Before we go, will May to August be good for my investment? Well, the first question is, do you have Bitcoin? So, yeah. It's going to have some really good buying opportunities. I'm trying to teach you the basics of buying and selling. When the market is low, when everybody's afraid of when everybody's afraid, be greedy. Okay? When everybody's greedy, be afraid. And this is just a basic indicator when to take a little cream off the top, pay off some bills if you have to. Okay? But when everybody's, oh, Bitcoin's going to crash, and you hear all this in the YouTube and the news, blah, 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 blah. This is time to buy like a crazy person. Okay? When everybody's crying, that's when we buy. when everybody's, yay, this is when we sell. Well, don't sell your entire position. Just take cream off the top and and just buy. Simplest way of thinking of things. Okay? We don't have to overcomplicate this, the thing. Life is complicated as it is. Investment doesn't need to be. Okay? It's like the Netflix thing. I should do that reading quickly. But first, we'll look at this from Ellie. It's going to be down for May to August. And then you're going to be holding strong with your emotional state and being patient and sitting on it. Okay? And then it's going to come back. Everybody's portfolios are going to take a dive. Okay? If you have extra money, buy more. Okay? That's just the basics of investing. You do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Okay? The general public is all, and they're selling off their Bitcoin. That's when you go in and buy. Okay? So you're going to have this for those months. Okay? This is the time if you have any extra cash on hand, buy. Okay? Simple as that. You'll be fine. Just take a deep breath and enjoy the rain. We got a rain for 2 days. It's better than snow. Okay, let's just do the Netflix thing. Are they gonna be around? And then we'll call it a day. They're going to do fine. They're going to be around. They're going to do the thing. They're going to make those changes to get them back up to where they need to be. We got the Judgment card. Okay. We got the Knight of Cups. So it's going to be nice. It'll go back up. It's just going to be slow. They got to do all the things that they need to do to fix everything behind the scenes and get rid of this wokeness baloney, which is hurting them. All right. Remember before I said businesses are going to have to make a decision. Do they want to stay with the narrative and hurt their business, or do they want to make money? If they make the decision to make money, you're going to see all that wokeness go away. It's not because they're enlightened. It's just they want to make money. Okay. So not financial advice, of course. When everybody's crying, Netflix, what do we do? Okay. Just saying. You buy. Not financial advice. You do what you need to do, but that be the indicator. Okay. Always grateful for everybody that's coming out for the live show. It makes it a pleasure doing these shows every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. If you like personal reading with me, make sure you go to secondreadsbyandre.com. I'll put it on the screen here for everybody. If I can get to that part of the... There it is. Haha, it works. Second Readings by Andre. I have a little section in there. If you like a personal reading or all the information, just give me an email and we'll set up a time to get together. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best way possible, make sure you go to secondreadsbyandre.com where I have a link for Trezor. Okay. And with that, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.